Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a July favorites. I know July is not technically over yet, but it's close enough. So let's go ahead and just get into what my favorites were for this month and probably slash last month. So my most favorite thing out of everything for this month was this foundation. It is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealer. I have been obsessed. I need to go get more because it's out. It's like pretty much fully out. I could get some more from the doe foot applicator, but anyways, I love this. And I have pretty much decided that this will be the foundation I use for my wedding because it does stay really nicely on me. I love this. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Okay. That is my most loved out of this, okay? So I'm not going to hype up everything else like that. So next actually is a combination. So it's these two things combined. So it's the e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer and then the Touch in Sol No Pore Blem Prime Essential. God, why is that a mouthful? Anyways, these two together I love. I do both of these before I put my makeup on. Oh, shit dripped out in here. I hate when that happens. So I got this in a BoxyCharm and I did buy this at the store. And I just started trying them together. I actually have never tried them apart. So they probably might be good on their own, but I don't know. I've only ever been using them together and they make my skin look so great. Woo. And it just is so good before my makeup. I've noticed my makeup looks a lot better if I use these first. Next, any more? Okay, let's stick with face since we're kind of in that category. So I've kind of fallen back in love with this. I know you can't get the collection anymore, but this is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection, their light to medium one. But I've fallen back in love. Well, that just fell out and broke. Well, good thing I don't use it. Aw, man, it's everywhere. Alright, well, there went that highlighter. Can you even see it? No? Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, it's in so many pieces. Deal with that later. But the bronzer in this collection, I just threw it there. I've fallen back in love with. I have the single of it, but this one is just the, oh, it is light bronzer. But if I put them next to each other, I don't know if you're going to see, this one has more of a red tint to it. So I'm not sure the exact shade of this. I need to figure that out because eventually this is going to be gone. But this light one is just too red toned for me, so I don't really touch this one anymore because it pulls out the red in my cheeks. But this one, I love that. Oh, this mess. It's like I don't care about the highlighter because I never use it because it's a like holographic one. But just my shirt, my hands, the desk. Okay, let's move on. Obviously, I'm gonna bring this back up just because I pretty much use it almost every single day. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 100. This is my favorite bronzer. Like I said, literally pretty much use it every single day. I've mentioned it before, so I'm not going to talk about it much. Alright, let's move on to another face product. So we good? Okay. So I've used this pretty much, I want to say almost every day now. I've had this for a while. It is the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder in Fair. I've had this for a while. I actually bought it when they first came out and I didn't really use it too much because I don't really like pressed powders, but now I've been really busy, or not busy, but I have to speed in the morning, and so I'm kind of really sloppy with the bronzer. So I use this powder now to just kind of clean up right here because I personally don't like when it comes in too far, and then to clean up right here as well. So I've been really loving this powder. It sets really nicely and doesn't make my dry skin look more dry, so I really like that. Next, let's move on. So, if you've been watching my channel, I don't really like blush. Well, I've been getting into blush because I just, as much as I hate putting on more redness and more pinkness when I try so hard to take it away, it does just kind of help my face come together, I guess. But I get away with being okay with blush because I use orange blushes, but with it being summer now, orange is more acceptable for my skin tone. So I have been obsessed with this Alamara Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio. I got this in a BoxyCharm. These are the shades in it. I really like these two. It's kind of, I don't really touch the middle one, but love these. Alright, moving on. Okay, this is the last face product. This is by Ofra. It is a highlighter, and this has actually been out for a while. I actually thought it was only a collaboration and wasn't going to still be around. It is a collaboration. It's actually a collaboration with NikkieTutorials. It's the Glazed Donut Highlighter. And I didn't jump on the trend when it first came out. I don't know why. But because I am so fair toned, I keep trying to find a gold that's light enough for me. So this one is really nice, but it is almost too light sometimes. Like sometimes I don't want it to be that light. So what I really like doing with that is mixing it with a couple of golds. So this is my favorite of the month, but let me just tell you how I use it. So if I'm having a foundation on that is slightly too dark for my skin tone, where I just kind of blend it down, then I'll use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy palette highlighter, and I'll mix that with Glazed Donut. But sometimes this is too dark if, oh no, that highlighter is getting everywhere and I'm wearing all black. If my foundation is lighter and actually closer to my skin tone, then I like using the Pixi by Petra Glowy Gossamer in Settle Sunrise, and then I'll use this shade. This shade is pretty much fine to just use on its own, but when I just want to kick it up a notch, let me just show you. So here it is by itself. So it's a nice gold shade, but then I like to just kick it up a notch and put a little bit of that on top, and then it just, I don't think it's showing you, is it? It just makes it look so much nicer. So I really like using this on its own, but I also really like mixing it with other highlighters. Okay, I have one eye product. It is actually the Ciate London Eye Luster Cream Eyeshadows. I got this in BoxyCharm again, but I've actually left it in the box because I want to know its name. Its name is Cupid, is the shade, but nowhere on this does it say that, so I keep it in the box. But this is what it looks like. Oh gosh, the shade itself, oh, it's just freaking awesome. I love the shade itself. And then I also really like the formula, so I definitely want to find where to buy them and buy more of these because this is awesome. That's the only eye product I have. I haven't really been wearing eye makeup that often lately, so yeah. Actually, I really like this palette, but I've only used it once, so I don't want to really talk about that as a favorite since I've only used it once. Okay, last thing is lips, so let's move on to those. So this one I've actually been obsessed with for the last couple of months. It's the Almay lipstick in Go Wild, I think. Sure, we're gonna go with that. This is what the packaging looks like. And then it's just this really pretty nude. Ooh. It is what I have on my lips today. And then on top of this, I have my other favorite, which is the Alamad lip gloss in, I don't know if this is the whole name, but if it is, Las Des Nude as Dolce. I don't know if it's the whole word, but let me just show you what it looks like on its own. It is really pigmented. Oh, and I just have those two on my lips right now. I love these. Okay, the last thing is another BoxyCharm thing. I got it in BoxyCharm, let me rephrase that. So it's the Kristen Dominique's company. What is it called? Dominique Cosmetics, I think, right? It's this Lemonade lip gloss in the shade Peach Tea. Let me show you this. So this one is not as pigmented as the other one, but it's still, let me just build it up so you can see the color. It still has a decent pigment to it, and you could also obviously build it up like I just did to have pretty full coverage. But it's just this really peachy pink shade. Oh, it's so pretty. And I like the lip gloss formula too. It's not really that sticky, so that's nice. All right, well, I feel like that was a short video, but that was all my beauty favorites this month. If you want me to keep doing them, let me know. I've kind of stopped buying products too often because, I don't know, I felt like for this channel I review a lot, and so I was buying a lot. So I've been buying a lot, or I was, and so I kind of tried to cut down because I pretty much got to diamond status almost at Ulta. If you don't know what that is, it means you've spent $1,200 and within the year. And yeah, last year it took me until December, almost the end of December, to hit that. So the fact that it's July and I've almost hit that kind of tells me I need to slow down. So I've stopped buying products. I have not really bought much in the last month and a half, maybe 2 months, except for things that like go bad. So I don't really have a lot of new things that I'm trying, but if I do, I will continue to do these anyways because they're fun. Plus I like watching them to know what else other people like, so figure why not. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, so thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.